Okay, so as you can see from my last 3 victories, I won the Prince Challenge. I'm pretty happy about it. You can tell by the little icon right below each margin of victory that it was the Prince Challenge, and obviously 3 in a row means I won it, no matter how you slice it. So, let's see how it happened. Prince is a card I don't use very often. Now this was a tough one because I was loving the Witch throughout all of the battle, but I really like the Balloon. Giving somebody the Balloon is really difficult. And then I thought, okay, Fireball for in case they have some small troops to go with the Witch, and I'm not a big Hog Rider user, and then obviously you gotta go with minions if somebody's got the Balloon. You gotta have something to be able to take it down. So then they gave me the Baby Dragon, Poison. I believe I have the Prince in this one. It ended up being an okay deck. So right away he gets a whole bunch of damage. He or she, I don't know, gets a whole bunch of damage on my main tower, and so I'm a little bit worried. Then I think, alright, you know what, I think I got a chance to come back here. Now, he was able to shut down what I had going pretty easily, but getting rid of his wizard, I felt like it was going to be really helpful. And then getting the miner in there, I thought, oh, you know, I'm going to be able to get any kind of damage I want on the tower from the furnace. But then, of course, the minion, the skeleton army, the Skarmy, if you will, really hurt me. Now he's got double hogs. Now, I feel like I shut it down pretty well, but again, lots of really good damage on my tower. So at this point, I'm at 156 on my tower, and I haven't done much to him. It's not looking good. But the tornado does not kill minions, and I feel like he thought it might have. Now look, he has nothing he can use. So I was able to get a whole bunch of damage on there for just basically for free. So that worked out really well. Now he's just trying to get the rest of the tower damage done, and I don't usually suggest doing that. I think that's a bad idea in most cases. So I'm going to move my little face here so you can see what's going on. But I'm able to put my guys down to deal some damage to him. The Witch cleans up a Skarmy big time. And now, what can he do? Only another Skarmy. Now, this is where I think he gets into a little bit of trouble. I mean, he was already in a fair amount of trouble just by letting the Baby Dragon and minions onto his tower. But what a terrible tornado. Like, you're doing a tornado purely for damage is not something you want to do. Now, these minions have just enough health to, boom, take out the tower. Now, he's sitting at full elixir, so I'm not sure what his plan was at that point. I think he was just trying to figure out what I was going to do next. And sometimes you do get caught watching. So, in some ways, I feel like I got a bit of a free victory here. Because at this point, look, I've got this huge attack going. I'm able to put down more stuff. You know, and he wastes a mirror over there on that. My skeleton army's down. Just everything's down, doing lots and lots of damage. And, you know, he's got 20 seconds left. I'm able to... Now, I don't understand that. I know Malt's... Gaming with Malt would have a laugh about that, where the hog looks over at the furnace and it's like, nah, I'm good. But, you know, it's already over. And honestly, even if he had gotten my tower, I feel like I would have had a really great chance at finishing off that battle with a 3-crown. So, again, that one was probably more to do with the quality of that person's play rather than the quality of my play. The person definitely was making some mistakes that helped me. So then we go on to this battle. This one was really, really difficult. I'm like, okay, I want the Pekka because Pekka will kill a Hog Rider very quickly. So to me, it feels like a direct counter. I actually had somebody talking to me at that point, so that's why it took me so long to pick. Most cases I would pick the cannon when they've got a Hog Rider, but I wanted the mortar. I felt like it was the best choice. Giving up Elite Barbarians to somebody is tough, but then because I gave up Elite Barbarians, I felt like I had to take the 3 Musketeers. So, I feel like I got a pretty decent deck. It feels heavy, but I'm thinking to myself, alright, if I play this right, I'm going to be alright. So I want to see what he's going to do. He's not doing anything. You know what? I'm going to toss down a Goblin Barrel. So I throw the Goblin Barrel up. I feel like he didn't know I was throwing the Goblin Barrel. I feel like he just happened to be playing the Ice Wizard at the same time, and that's why he ended up playing the Musketeer as well. Now, the Hog Rider, I feel like it's kind of the same deal. Like, he played the Hog Rider right when I was playing the Pekka, or I don't think he would have played the Pekka. So, Minions versus Baby Dragon. Baby Dragon's going to win every time. So now I got a huge advantage going up the lane. I'm already ahead on damage, and the Baby Dragon is taking all of the damage, and I'm out of range of the cannon. So now I just Pekka walking up. What's he got? Does he want to play the Musketeer? Nope. Tower down. And that was an interesting one because it was the arrow and the attack were at the same time. So now I'm playing my 3 Musketeers for the first time. I feel like I should have saved it until later. But Warhead just played it up in the middle. I could have gotten a whole bunch of damage before that attack went off. So now I wasted a whole bunch, and he's going at me with the Elite Barbarians. I was really surprised here to find out the Prince is a pretty good, and it's a decent counter to the Elite Barbarians. If it's played sooner, I bet it would completely take him out for a positive elixir trade. So I was really, I was actually really surprised at that. At this point, I'm thinking I've got a heavy deck. I gotta eat some damage from the minions. I've just gotta take it. Now I'm gonna try and do a pull here. I missed the pull, so I'm just taking a ton of damage. I've got to play a Goblin Barrel on the Musketeer. I lost a tower, so at this point, I think, you know what? He's ahead of me at this point. I think I'm gonna lose. I really do. While I'm playing, I'm like, okay, I'm in trouble. But I'm like, okay, I can take down that tower. And now I've got the Prince and the Pekka. And oh, he gets a long range, just fade away J. I mean, what a shot. So now I'm just going in with the Pekka. The Pekka's being real strong for me. Backing it up with a Wizard. You know, this challenge has actually made me love the Witch and the Pekka. Now I'm suddenly a very large fan. I wanted to play that Goblin Barrel earlier, but I finally got to play it. So now I'm just like throwing everything down that I can. There's not much he can do, and I know it. So I know he's going to just try and get something in. It doesn't make any sense for him to go with the rocket. So I just threw down the 3 Musketeers, feeling like pretty confident that he wouldn't try to go for that rocket. That he would rather play Elite Harvs or a Hog. That's why I got in that one. That one I felt iffy about, but yeah, especially when I saw what my deck finished out to be. So now this one, yeah, I thought I was gonna lose. I hadn't won. This was my 3rd or 4th try on this, and I couldn't make things work out. So I was liking how the Wizard was working for me. I wanted the splash damage of the Fireball. I like a Zap, and then I feel like you almost always have to pick Balloon when you're given the option. I picked Witch the other time just because I was having so much success with it, but now I've got Balloon and Giant, and I'm feeling pretty confident. So now, that's a good mix he put down, but since I was able to put my Giant down first, I'm able to angle away from the Baby Dragon, get a whole bunch of damage on the Baby Dragon, and the Giant's still going. So at this point, I've taken no damage, and I'm just throwing shade here with my Spear Goblins, and the Giant's doing a whole bunch of damage. The minion just wasn't able to do anything, and he just gives me a perfect Fireball opportunity. And I'm not really good with the Skeletons. Skeletons is not something I usually use, but it feels like a really good cycle card. So I mean, yeah, a waste of elixir, but now I'm going over. I wasn't sure if I should change sides, but I just felt, you know what, I'm gonna go for it and surprise him. And so I got a whole bunch of damage from the. He put a late Zap down. It looks like I played the Zap. I have the Zap. I'm not sure why I played that Zap, but I did get the tower down to 32 damage, so I felt pretty confident about it. Now I play a bad skeleton here. They all just die immediately. I should have waited until this point to play the skeletons and taken out that Prince. And so now my tower, I'm just like, oh boy, I feel like it's tower down. the mini Pekka takes some weird pathing and actually allows me to take down this giant, which was just shocking to me. But I give the dude a well played because, man, Carson really, like, that was the best push of the entire game for him, in my opinion. Because it really caught me off guard. That was the only time I really felt uncomfortable in this match. And so now, this was, to me, another mistake. I don't know what I was thinking, but I get a little nervous when I'm in the final battle. I see all I needed was a zap, and so now, literally, the balloon is just being wasted. I'm using the giant defensively, but, man, Wizard, how about this guy? Just burning it up, coming in handy. And I was hoping he would live. If one more attack, he would have lived, but it was okay. And now at this point, I feel like it's just game over. I've got another huge fireball opportunity. I'm going to throw the zap down, I think. Yeah. And then should go giant to distract. Let my tower take it over. Put the balloon down so I can get the second tower. Now he's taking the king tower. I think he's pretty much given up on life. And I'm just marching on in, putting the spear gobs in. Balloon takes the tower, and at this point I know it's over. 12 seconds, no damage on the other tower, and I don't know why, maybe it's a douche move, but I didn't even want him to get one tower, so I just made sure he didn't get anything, and that was it. I won the Prince Challenge. You only get one card for each, which is okay. I'm not a big Prince user anyways, but you know, ended up getting 3 Prince cards. I don't have it leveled up currently. I think I've leveled up a couple times just because I wanted the experience when I was at pretty low levels. But yeah, it's level 3. I can put it to level 4. I don't think I'm going to be doing that soon. The Prince Challenge didn't really make me like the Prince more, but what I love about these challenges and what I love about the draft challenges is it does make it so you have to get better at other cards, and then it can remind you that you like a card, or it can give you that opportunity to use a card that you've never used before. Maybe you haven't leveled it up because you're like, okay, I'm saving my gold for cards that I use all the time, and I'm just not ready to level up a card and spend a whole bunch of money leveling it up. And then not like it, you know, it's really frustrating for anybody who's on a Let's Play account like myself, you know, a free account, one where you're not putting any cash into it, and that's, you know, I don't have any problem with anybody putting cash into games. I have friends that do, friends that put money into this game in particular, and I don't know that it helps that much. It just puts you at a different tier, you know. If you have higher level cards, obviously you have an opportunity at no matter what your skill level to be at a higher tier, you know. Even if your skill level is, you know, level 1 skill level, with super high level cards, you're going to be beating people with the same skill as you. I mean, it's just a no-brainer. So I think all it does is it just puts you into a different area. But your higher skill can take lower level cards up higher. So yeah, it doesn't bother me that people spend money on it. I know it bothers some people, but anyways, for someone like me though that doesn't spend money on it, I really love draft challenges and that encouragement to play different cards. I really enjoyed the Baby Dragon. I really enjoyed the Witch. I used to use Wizard all the time. I would do Dragon and then I'd put a Wizard behind it, because at lower levels, you know, all people had was goblins and minions and that sort of thing, and I would just tear it up. And you know, I eventually got to levels where it was no longer effective because everyone had fireballs, and other things like that that would just destroy the Wizard. But it's really fun to play that card again and just to remember how good it is. And but yeah, Witch, Wizard, Pekka, those were my like top 3 cards from this challenge that it really made me want to play them more. As you can see, I've got the Executioner I'm working on, getting him leveled up. I feel like he's a card that I would use, but again, it's one of those situations where, you know, what if you don't like that card, you know? What if, you know, you put him in the deck and it just doesn't, you know, jive with whatever else you're doing? So It's definitely a factor. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed watching the Prince Challenge, me winning it 3-0. I felt super awesome about it, and I hope you enjoyed it. So, until next time, I'll see you next time. Oh, that doesn't sound good. I shouldn't say until next time first. I should say something cooler. I don't have something cooler, so I'll just one last time. I'll see you next time. No, time and then time. You know what? Forget it. I'm out.